forget defeating demon lords. The ultimate power fantasy is growing crops in another world. Today, we rank the absolute best overpowered farming and reincarnation anime. Kicking off our list at number 7, Isekai Nonbiri Nuka. After dying from a terminal illness, Hiraku Machio is reincarnated by a sympathetic god and given an ultimate agricultural tool. He decides to spend his new life deep within a deadly forest, peacefully cultivating the land. Using his omnipotent farming implement, he carves out a thriving settlement. Slowly, various mythical races, from vampires to elves, join him, turning his solitary farm into a massive, bustling village of truly formidable warriors. This show is the gold standard for cozy community building. It completely strips away the usual high-stakes tension, replacing it with pure catharsis and satisfying progression. Watching Hiraku casually conquer insurmountable survival challenges using absurdly overpowered agricultural skills is incredibly rewarding. The animation leans heavily into bright colors and wholesome character interactions, creating an atmosphere so relaxing it practically functions as visual therapy for stressed-out anime fans everywhere. Moving down the rankings to number 6, By the Grace of the Gods. Ryoma Tabayashi endured a miserable corporate existence before dying in his sleep. 3 benevolent deities pity him, reincarnating him as a young boy in a magical world. Gifted with profound magical abilities and immense physical strength, he chooses a quiet life in the woods, taming unusual slimes. Ryoma uses his scientific knowledge from Earth to evolve these creatures, eventually opening a highly successful magical laundromat business in a nearby town. What makes this series phenomenal is its radical commitment to absolute tranquility. Ryoma is essentially a demigod, yet he applies his terrifying potential toward optimizing cleaning solutions and making friends. The art style perfectly reflects this gentle approach, delivering smooth and delightful visuals throughout every single episode. It subverts the traditional power fantasy by proving that supreme magical authority is best utilized for personal happiness rather than fighting endless wars. Breaking into our top 5 at number 5, Parallel World Pharmacy. A brilliant medical researcher dies from sheer overwork and awakens in a medieval realm as Pharma de Medicis. He quickly discovers his new body possesses the legendary divine blessing of the medicine god, granting him supreme abilities to synthesize any chemical compound. Recognizing that poor commoners lack access to basic treatments, he establishes a revolutionary pharmacy. He battles rampant disease, corrupt guilds, and massive noble monopolies using modern medical science. This anime expertly blends rigorous educational science with satisfying fantasy tropes. Pharma is ridiculously overpowered, but his real strength lies in his unyielding empathy and intellect. The show tackles heavy themes like plagues and class inequality with surprising nuance while maintaining an incredibly compelling pace. Studio Diomedea crafted gorgeous magical effects that make the simple act of synthesizing medicine look like a visually explosive, thrilling high-stakes shonen battle sequence. Coming in hot at number 4, the Saint's magic power is omnipotent. Sei Takanashi is unexpectedly summoned to another world to become the legendary Saint. However, the arrogant crown prince completely ignores her, selecting another girl instead. Left to her own devices, Sei joins the Royal Research Institute to study herbalism. She soon realizes her inherent magical abilities are truly omnipotent. Every potion she brews and every minor spell she casts yields miraculous, world-altering results that force the kingdom to reconsider her. This series is a masterclass in the cozy romance and overpowered protagonist combination. Sai is fiercely independent, and watching her inadvertently disrupt the entire local economy with overpowered tea is absolutely hilarious. The romantic subplot is genuinely mature and heartwarming, completely avoiding typical immature harem cliches. The soft lighting and elegant character designs by Studio Diomedea elevate the viewing experience, creating a beautifully soothing narrative that feels so incredibly rewarding. Securing the bronze spot at number 3, Kuma 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 Bear. Teenage Yuna is a brilliant stock market investor who spends her days playing a popular virtual reality game. A mysterious update permanently traps her inside the fantasy world, granting her an embarrassing but terrifyingly overpowered bear onesie. This ridiculous outfit provides her with maximum magical capabilities, invulnerability, and immense physical strength. She establishes a cozy base of operations, defeats giant monsters, and inadvertently solves huge problems for many local citizens. Do not let the silly costume fool you. This show is an absolute blast from start to finish. It perfectly balances relaxing slice-of-life elements with ridiculously brutal monster fights. Yuna possesses zero interest in being a traditional hero, making her reluctant interventions incredibly fun to witness. The vivid animation style perfectly complements the comedic timing, resulting in an exceptionally charming experience that refuses to take itself too seriously. Taking the runner-up spot at number 2, Handyman Saito in Another World. Saito is a remarkably average handyman who felt entirely undervalued in his modern life. After being transported to a fantasy realm, he forms an eccentric adventuring party with a heavily armored warrior, a greedy fairy, and a senile wizard. While lacking magic or fighting prowess, his mundane skills are essential. He picks locks, repairs damaged armor, disarms deadly traps, and ultimately proves that utility is far stronger than raw power. This anime brilliantly dismantles standard tropes by showcasing how ordinary competence easily outshines flashy combat abilities. The comedic pacing is remarkably tight, utilizing brilliant short-form skits that eventually weave together into a deeply emotional and cohesive narrative. The character dynamics are beautifully written, presenting a found family that feels wonderfully authentic. It proves that a hero does not need divine magical blessings to make a massive impact on society. And finally, reigning supreme at number 1, Campfire Cooking in Another World with My Absurd Skill. Makoto Tsuyoshi is accidentally swept up in a magical summoning ritual intended for mighty heroes. Deemed totally useless because his only special ability involves ordering groceries from modern-day Japan, he quietly escapes the kingdom. Makoto starts cooking incredible earthly meals over a campfire, inadvertently attracting a legendary spirit wolf named Fel. The overpowered mythical beast forces Makoto into a familiar contract, demanding delicious food in exchange for absolute protection. MAPPA produced this incredible masterpiece, meaning the food animation is absurdly detailed and mouth-watering. It fundamentally redefines the overpowered protagonist trope by shifting the dominance from magical prowess to pure culinary excellence. Watching terrifying monsters completely submit for a simple plate of ginger pork is endlessly entertaining. The relaxing atmosphere, stunning visuals, and hilarious dynamic between Makoto and his gluttonous pets make this the ultimate comfort anime of all time. That concludes our ranking of the absolute best overpowered slow-life anime. Sometimes the greatest power fantasy is simply finding peace. Which farming or crafting isekai completely dominated your watch time? Defend your top personal picks in the comments section so we can debate them now.